Hello children, I am Anjali, your EVS teacher from Mangala Vidya Mandira. Children, today we are going to start our first lesson of EVS subject. So children, what is your first lesson name? That is Living World. What? Living World. Children, do you know what is environment? Yes, all the physical surroundings on earth are called environment. All the physical surroundings on earth are called environment. In this environment includes everything living and everything non-living. So what are those living things and non-living things? The living beings are which have the living characteristics, and non-living beings which do not have the living characteristics. For example, animals, birds, mountains, forest, river, soil, insects. Not only this, in your home also you can see table, chair, window, TV, etc. Children, down I prepare some columns. In first column you can see component of environment and living thing, non-living thing. So in the component of environment we can see birds, balloon, stone, mango tree, pen, vehicle. So in these we have to put right mark to living beings. So birds, is this living thing or non-living thing? Exactly, living thing. So we should put right mark to living thing, birds. Balloon, non-living things. Stone, non-living things. Mango tree, living thing. Pen, non-living thing. Vehicle, vehicle, is it living thing, children? Yes, you are correct, it is non-living thing. So children, we said birds and mango trees are the living thing. How we have decided these are living thing? Yes, children, before we decide the living things, we must understood about characteristic of living beings. What characteristics of living beings? So what are those? Living beings are made up of cells. Living beings respire. Living beings eat food. Living beings grow. Living beings move. Living beings excrete. Living beings reproduce. Living beings respond to stimulus. Living beings have lifespan. So now one by one we will see briefly. So the first one is living beings are made up of cells. So in this you can see two pictures of cells. One is animal cell and plant cell. So in this animal cell we can see the parts cytosol, nucleus, plasma membrane, actin, etc. So in the plant cell, chloroplast, lysosome, cytoplasm, ribosomes, nucleus, etc. So these are the cells of animal and plant. So the one more point is, children, you must observe how house is being constructed. So when house will be building, that time what we will take the things, bricks, cement, water, steel, wood are arranged in an order. Then only the house gets ready, isn't it? Yes. Similarly, the body of living beings is made up of cells. Yes, no? So, children, living beings are made up of cells. So, the second point, living beings respire. So, what is that? So, respire means respiration. So, in the first picture, we can see human respiration. What? Human respiration. We have learned that living beings respire. During respiration, living beings take in air, use the oxygen, and give out carbon dioxide. When we will breathe in, we'll take oxygen. When we'll breathe out, we'll give carbon dioxide. So, in the case of plant respiration, plants also depend on oxygen for their respiration. Usually they respire through stomata. So what are the stomata? Small openings which are present on the lower surface of leaves. You can see in the first picture and second picture, small openings like holes, they are called stomata. So with the help of oxygen, the energy in the food is made available to living body. Children, in the third picture you can see, as like human respiration, breathe in, breathe out, in stomata also they will give out oxygen and take in carbon dioxide. So children, living beings respire. So the third point is living beings eat food. So here also we can see food of animals and plant food. So now food of animals. Animals do not prepare their own food. They depend on plants and other animals for food. Therefore, animals are called heterotrophs. Children, why animals are called heterotrophs? Because they depends on animals and plant food. They will not prepare their food by own. Okay, so this on this based of food, we can divide the animals in three types. What are those? Herbivore, carnivore, and omnivore. So what is this herbivore? So animals that eat only plants and plant products are called herbivore. So for example, cow, rabbit, parrot, deer, horse, etc. So these type of animals eat only plants and plant products. So next, carnivore. Animals that eat other animals are called carnivore. For example, lion, tiger, lizard, etc. So this type of animals, they will eat only other animals or other animals flesh. Okay, next one, omnivore. Animals that eat both plants and animals are called omnivore. For example, dog, cat, crow, human being, etc. So human being, children, so even we the people will eat both plant products and other animals, isn't it? Yes, so human being is also omnivorous animal. So children, now food of plants. So each part of a plant does one or the other activity. Don't they also need food, children? How much plants obtain their food? Yes, green plants produce their own food. That is why green plants are called autotrophs. But in the animals, they depends on plants and animals food, isn't it? Yes. So in the case of plants, they will prepare, means plants prepare their food by own, so that they called autotrophs, heterotrophs and autotrophs. So next, plants use energy, carbon dioxide in air, absorb water, minerals and salt from the soil through roots, and prepare food with the help of chlorophyll in leaf. So this process is called photosynthesis. So children, this photosynthesis process you can see in the first picture in detail. Okay. So in the third picture, the leaf, so it is in the green color because chlorophyll will be there. So it takes sunlight and carbon dioxide plus water from the soil, and it gives carbohydrates and oxygen. So children, down I prepare one column, which and from what. Solar energy, from what we will get the solar energy? Obviously sun, correct. Water, minerals and salt from the soil. Carbon dioxide from atmosphere. Chlorophyll from green leaf. So next, children, in the preparation of food by the plants, glucose is produced and oxygen is released. Just only in the last picture we have seen, isn't it? In photosynthesis, glucose is produced and oxygen is released. So what is the use of these two, glucose and oxygen? Glucose circulates in the blood of animals as blood sugar. Oxygen is used by animals and plants in the respiration. Children, I said plants prepare their food by own. But in that, some plants are there, they will eat insects. They will wait for the insects to eat. So what are those? Those are insectivorous plants. The plants which that eat insects are called insectivorous plants. They depends on insects for nitrogen. So in the first picture you can see these are some examples for insectivorous plants: Drosera, Nepenthes, Utricularia. So in first picture Drosera, uh, on that plant that honeybee came and sit, that Drosera plant is eating the honeybee. So these are insectivorous plant. So next point is living beings grow. So living beings grow means, what is growth, children? Yes, the process of increasing in size and height in an organism is called growth. The process of increasing in size and height in an organism is called growth. So in the first picture, you can see human beings. So first, baby, kid, and adult, isn't it? And in the plant also, in the case of plant also, gradually the plant will grow. And animals, egg, chicken, and hen. So this picture shows the growth of that particular organism. So this is living beings grow. So children, I hope you understood these four characteristics of living beings. Still five are there. We will continue in the next video. So children, now the time for homework. So before this, children, what you should do after this video, once you have to read the textbook till 4 points. Okay. So now homework. Divide the animals as follows. So in bracket you can see some animals name. You have to divide the animals as herbivore, carnivore, omnivore. So this main is there in the textbook page number 7. Second main, an activity which from what is given below. So this main also it is there, page number 5. Third main, how do they help us? Refer textbook page number 5. So living being, elephant, bullock, dog, you should write these animals, how they help us. Okay, how they help us and what they will do, their work, you have to write here. Okay children, thank you.